Hello, guys. Today I want to talk about the feeling that won't go away. And, well, there's many feelings that linger. But one feeling that I take throughout my day is sometimes I'll feel fine, but I'll always feel a little off. Like my stomach, I have, there's like, a pit. A pit, there's depths of a pit, right? And mine, it's like a shallow one, but still one that's enough to notice. And usually when I wake up, I don't know what it is, and usually it's like just worry, anxiety sometimes. But most times where I get like this pit in my stomach and it usually doesn't go away, it's because, call me crazy if you fucking want, so be it. Like when people don't understand things or understand someone else, yeah, that's the first thing they think is that they're crazy. But most of the time when I have that there is because there's something going on that's oblivious and hasn't been brought to the light, and it bothers me, and it's like I don't even know about it, but then when I hear about it, I'm like, that's why there was some fucking that's why there was a fucking volcano ready to fucking erupt, and I just didn't know why. It was because I was just waiting for that one little fucking piece of fucking rubble to fall in and fucking cause the full on eruption. And I don't like bringing it with me, and it's something that I try to convince myself was something else, but like maybe like I told myself maybe you're hungry, maybe you have a stomach ache, but in reality it just wouldn't go away. So I would eat thinking, well, maybe it's because I'm fucking hungry, and I would eat and it would still be there, and I'm like, well, maybe it's something else, and it's always something else. That's the thing. But it's like maybe it's telling me something about my body, or maybe it's telling me something about what's going on, because I'm just very in tune with myself, and spirituality is not something people understand. But from my experience, it's like every time I felt it there's been like it's something going on, and I like to think of myself as crazy too and try to convince myself that it's something else. But when something keeps showing up every time and it making that go away, maybe it's like just something to put me at rest or put me at ease, or maybe it is that, or again, maybe I am a crazy person. And even like with people, the thing about me is I don't forget people, and I think about people who, well, and others say, we would say like taboo, like you shouldn't, like just leave them in the past. But your mind is gonna pull up things and past memories that, whether good or bad, they're gonna like they come back to the shore at some point, and it's a little bit haunting. But then when you think back, and even though it was through hardship, you think about the good times too, and you kind of feel the type of nostalgia, and you sit there going down memory lane thinking of how beautiful things could have turned out. But instead they ended this way because maybe the beauty that you were thinking of wasn't exactly beautiful, and the beauty that was actually to come was the now and me being here by myself. And that's okay. That's okay, and this is why I don't like dealing with people, because once I've captured you in my memory, that picture is always going to find itself in the front focal view of my head throughout my day. And then once that one thought starts, well, the filmmaker starts playing, and every memory starts replaying in your head. And it's beautiful. And that's because it's in your head, but not reality. It won't be reality either. And these are just things that I take throughout my day, and sometimes I do wish they would go away, but I find that's the beauty of them. Well, the fact that it happened, and maybe that's why they're still coming up, because maybe I haven't fully accepted the reality of what it is, and maybe I do think, well, yeah, I'll admit I do think sometimes, like, what if, what if, what if? But I know what if wasn't enough to make them stay. What if wasn't enough to make it get better? So honestly, you could sit there and you can dwell on it, because us as humans, we're meant to feel things. We're meant to, well, think about things that we shouldn't, and you know you shouldn't let it bother you or get to you. But at the end of the day, like, some things they took, like, if they meant a lot to you, they took a lot of time from you. It's about getting that time back. It's about living throughout the day today, that last year today you were living with them, but now it's just you, and being okay with that. And that's what I'm getting. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what I'm getting accustomed to, because today, last year, this month, last year in general, these past few months and the next to come, I wasn't by myself. And maybe that's what it is, getting accustomed to now doing it alone again. So maybe that's why it still haunts me, because last year today I would have been with them. But this year today I'm with me. And that's okay. Maybe that's why that feeling lingers. But you know what? Honestly, we're humans. We're meant to feel. I'm not gonna be one of those people to fucking sit within the lines. No, I want to talk about everything, even the things that people try to avoid. And this is things that, well, I don't like thinking about, but I do as a human, and I'm not afraid to talk about, because I don't fret away from conversations of things that we try to keep ourselves away from. And I find that's one thing that's beautiful about me.